Okay, hello and welcome back to 60 Seconds. If I sound different in this video, I have moved my microphone to a sort of closer area, so hopefully I'm more, clear to understand and whatnot. But anyways, let's do Dolores. We're gonna try the harder difficulty now. We get nothing. We get no help or anything. So let's see how this goes, but I'm going to try and get the military ending like this. It said no exploration time, so I don't have any time to look around, I think. Oh yeah, you really get no time. Jesus. Right, let's grab Timmy, the gun. We want the stuff for the military ending, so I think that involves the fire axe, obviously the radio, the flashlight. I know we need the flashlight. Give me the flashlight. Radio, water, food. What else do we need? The map. I remember that being one. And then I didn't have the map, which was useful. I'm gonna grab Ted just in case Dolores gets sick. And then I'm not gonna grab Mary Jane, which is a bit spooky, but we might need the axe. Soup. I don't think I've got enough water. Oh, I think I've missed a lot of stuff. But I got the radio, I think I got the gas mask, the fire axe, the flashlight, the Boy Scout book. Obviously I picked up Ted and Timmy. Did not grab Mary Jane. I'm so sorry, Mary Jane. I didn't grab the gas mask. Okay, and we have one water. Let's try and make this work. Almost all of us made it to the shelter. Almost. All we can do now is start thinking of creative ways to serve our canned soup. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans or sleep on cans. We'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. There's just barely enough water for everyone. We will have to ration it strictly. Great. Splendid. We keep dreaming about those little things we did back in the day when there weren't as many bombs falling down. Not on our heads, anyway. Yeah, there's always bombs falling somewhere. Okay, 2. I'm thinking about it. I think we need to send somebody out. Because we have, like, no water. We don't have a gas mask. We'd planned to go to Niagara Falls and see those beautiful waterfalls. We never expected to get a waterfall of our very own in our shelter. Right now, it seems that half a dozen pipes burst and that all the water is pouring right into our bunker. We need to save our supplies. Every time. Every time. I'm gonna grab the portable radio. We need that to start the military ending, so you kinda need it, but we also needed the map. The radio was rescued first before any of that filthy liquid got into its case. It wasn't long before most of the water disappeared, but the damage it had done was enough to upset us. Cleaning and fixing this mess will take us days. And what's that smell? Probably sewage. It is likely sewage. Dolores will not last long without water. Ted needs water to survive. Timmy prefers apple juice, but right now we should get him some water. You guys will be fine. Tim Bob, off you pop. Go find us some water, please. Pretty please, my friend. Day 4. Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. Probably cry. There it goes again. Noises. Weird noises all the time. Are they coming from the pipes? Walls? Is it something behind the door? We don't know, and it's driving us insane. We should sit down and relax, otherwise we might get paranoid. I think you're already paranoid, but play with the checkers board and be quiet. Having some fun made us forget about... What was it again? Okay, now we need to feed and water everybody. A few more hours of coughing, we'll get used to it. Our ventilation fans have halted, and no fresh air seems to be circulating through the shelter. We have to fix it before we suffocate like rats trapped by a professional and very cruel rat catcher. The handbook. I don't want to lose the flashlight. And I think with the, Boy Scout book and the bug spray, we could maybe make a medkit. Using the handbook to research vent maintenance seemed like a fair idea. We figured it's full of pointers on how to fix things. It must have a chapter on nuclear shelter air filtration systems. Before we could even check, we were invaded by a group of angry mutant insects which flew out the cursed vent. Their stings hurt like hell and seemed to give us a fever. Dude. Okay, so Dolores is sick. Dolores might fall. We'll see. We're trying our best to remain calm. The situation we're in is far from normal and we might never get used to it. We hope the help comes soon. Dolores is still quite ill. Ted is fine. We stumbled upon a weird signal and changing radio frequencies. We're pretty sure that behind layers of terrible static and screams we could hear a voice. A voice speaking in a foreign language. Oh dear, what if it's the Soviets? We should probably listen to it. What about the children? The children aren't here. They're not in the shelter. That's really bad timing. That is, you didn't bring any water back, Timmy. You're joking me. You're not getting fed. No, I'm not doing this with you. One of the cupboards in the shelter was a bit shaky, so we pulled it out to give it a new home. In the process, we discovered a secret door. What does it lead? No idea, but let's find out. Okay, we'll use the gun. I'm really trying to preserve that stupid flashlight. We figured the best way to be sure nothing and no one jumps us inside this mysterious room was to bash the door open and start firing. When the smoke was gone, we were able to assess our operation. The room was empty, we hit nothing but the walls, and we barely dodged one ricochet gone bad. Okay, this isn't great, but, you know, we'll send out Dolores with the gas mask. Sorry, Dolores. Timmy can... Oh, do you know what, Tim Bob? You're lucky that I just sent somebody out and it's day 10. You can have some water and food. You made it to day 10. I will give you that. Please do not get Ted sick. I will be really upset with you. Ew, my brother in Christ. You are not doing well. Enough arguing. There are more important things to worry about. Timmy's still quite sickly. Oh, dude. Timmy. Timmy got back to the shelter from his expedition and looked fine, but it turned out he had hurt his hand on a piece of rusty metal and the wound was infected. It doesn't look like it's healing up. We have to patch it. Nope. I can't afford to lose that axe. Who's ringing my telephone? The best medicine for any sickness or injury is to clench your teeth and ignore it. That's what our grandma always said. Of course, she's dead now and has been for a while, ever since she got that nasty frog bite at the fine age of 25. Timmy is very hungry. Timmy is looking very pale. Timmy, my brother in Christ, chill. Go answer the phone. Off you trot. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they will get back to us. If we don't do anything, Timmy's sickness, Timmy, go away. Back off. As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in, but we'll have to leave eventually. It would be good to head straight to safety instead of getting ourselves into more trouble, if that's even possible in this situation. Our hope is that our brave soldiers will come to rescue us and take us to some well-hidden, well-stocked government shelter. Timmy had comic about those, you know, so they must exist. All we need is to make contact with the military. Boom. We might have started this ending a little late, guys. Dolores, please. Yes, Dolores! She brought back water. My actual goat. I think we need to let one of these two go. Or both, really. I think I'm gonna make Timmy go. Spiders seem to be operating under the assumption that they all have the same rights to the shelter as we do. They're everywhere and don't seem very scared of us. It's time we change that. We don't want spiders in our soup. No, sir. First aid kit. That's the Boy Scout handbook. Am I okay? I'm losing it. A good book is the solution to any problem you encounter. This includes marauding spiders. A few precise hits, suddenly every spider is aware of what the word decimation means. We also found a misplaced soup can while hunting those pesky spiders. That was one bountiful hunt. Let's feed you guys. Sorry, Timmy, but you know. Well, actually, we'll send him out. At breakfast, we had a knock on our door. It was a man with a rather excessive number of arms. He had told us his group was having a hard time finding supplies. Wherever they'd go, they got shot at first sight and asked questions later. It's probably because of their appearance. The friendly mutant presented us with an offer. In exchange for some supplies, his folks would escort us on our next expedition. Boom. Soup. Soup cures all. Tim Bob, I know you're deeply injured and dying. How would you like to go outside? How would you like to go outside for me? Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. Oof. Let's hope he comes back, I guess. It's been a while. We don't know much about what's happening on the surface. If only we had a chance to tune into an emergency radio broadcast and learn a thing or two. Lucky for you. We do. Where did that green puddle come from? Oh dear, a pipe is leaking green goo. That's not good. That's not good at all. We need to act now when no one's packed a mop. What do we do? Scout handbook, baby. It solves all. Hopefully. Who is knocking? Ha! Problem solved. No leak, no mess. Back to our tidy little shelter. A woman came by with a creature she claims is a camel, provided that camels have 5 legs. The animal is carrying a pack of goods for trade. I think we're gonna take the one water bowl because it's looking dire if we're being real. Oh my god, I just realized we need the... Oh, we do have the playing cards. We have them. I didn't know we had them. I don't know where we got them from, but yay! We exchanged goods with the trader and she went her way. Before she left, she insisted that we should listen to radio broadcasts if we ever want to get out of that shelter and find a safer place to be. We are. We've always wanted to throw a party with a huge cake. For some reason, it never worked. One time, we were promised a great cake, and it turned out it was a lie. That was a disappointment. We weren't glad. We were definitely getting cake when the radioactive clouds are gone. I need to give you guys food and water. I'm gonna have a tiny little sip of my drink. Planning far ahead is usually a good strategy, but for now, we should be more interested in our plan for water rationing. The wasteland is full of surprises, like the man on the other side of our door knocking, claiming that he's willing to offer a lot for decent ammunition. I don't have ammunition, so unfortunately, you're gonna have to kick the bucket. What happened? The friendly mutant group lent us a hand as promised. We felt much safer with them around and everybody make it back without a scratch. A local supermarket might have seemed like a great place for a safe haven, but unfortunately a bandit group had the same idea and turned it into their new home instead. These thugs are heavily armed and able to terrorize the entire area. Maybe stealing from them would be ideal payback. Sneaking through the store, shelves provided us with a few soup cans. The way was clear to the staff room. Inside we found nothing but a water cooler. Dude, that is insane. And the map. Okay, so... Listen, I think you've earned some food and water, Tim Tim. A young woman dressed in white knocked on our door today, telling us a story about a missing twin brother who is probably held captive. We'll send Tim Bob. He's injured as heck, but we'll send Tim Bob. The woman quickly called a group of friends and we set out for what turned out to be a successful mission. Finding the lost twin brother wasn't a problem. He was hanging on top of some antenna next to the fence, trying to escape. In his duel with the bandit leader, he lost a hand, but the group quickly tended to his injuries and he'll be just fine. The siblings thanked us 100 times and said they would definitely contact us again. We were able to receive another message from the government. The military is preparing a rescue mission. They want all survivors to head to a specific location in the area and then leave a sign that someone is still alive and kicking nearby. The problem is they provide us with geographical coordinates, but we need a map to find out where they're supposed to be headed. Otherwise, it's just complete gobbledygook. Luckily for you, that expedition we sent Timothy out on gained us a map. A quick glance at the map gave us all the information we required. We left them a message in a bottle. We were never huge fans of mushrooms, but with a colony of them growing on the wall, no. We don't need that. Have you seen our food and water stocks? Our absolute stonks, if you will. We may be hungry, but there are just some things we will never eat. War fungus is one of them. Everyone eat and drink. Open in the name of freedom, came a shout from outside the door. We weren't sure who claimed to be representing freedom, but we could hear it was a group of people, probably armed. I'm pretty sure this is the school kids, the high schoolers. I hope it's the high schoolers and I haven't just lost all my stuff. We regretted opening the door the minute we saw who was standing on the other side. Dark faces, rifles, and determined looks of a band of teenagers. We're doomed, we thought. Then, out of the blue, one of them asked us if we were with the Reds. We've never supported the Red Sox, so we confidently said that we weren't. The tension dropped immediately, and those nice young people gave us 2 bottles of water. They also told us to have no fear since Wolverines are around. We're not sure what Wolverines have to do with all of this, but we took their word for it. A sleazy looking trader, I do not want your little cat bag. I'm trying to get the military ending, my guy. Literally everyone is sick. It is a wonder that Ted is chilling. Our grandparents always told us never to buy anything sight unseen, and we're not about to start now. Gone are the times of yard sales. We can manage without whatever junk is in that mysterious bag. Timmy is not doing great. It would be good to talk to him and cheer him up. Sure, go for it. I don't think it helps. In the slightest. Even a word or two may be enough to brighten someone's mood. Timmy seems to be better now. Lovely. Timmy is bored out of his mind and he won't leave Ted alone. At first he wanted to play tag, and now it's hide and seek. Which both are terrible ideas for a small shelter like this. Let's not play charades. The last time I let them play, they started accusing each other of cheating in charades. I don't know. The army started broadcasting again. They're requesting a representative from all survivor groups to meet them at a specified location nearby. It seems they wish to question people before they evacuate us from the area. We're not sure if this is good or bad. We should send someone though. It's still our best chance. Let's send Ted. We'll send old Teddy boy. Teddy Spud. He's chilling. Look at him. We made it to the meetings. The serious-looking soldier asked us a few questions, made some notes, and told us they would get back to us. We can only hope we made a good impression. Too bad our Sunday best didn't make it through the explosion. When we had a knock on our door this morning, we held our breath in fear, but soon we heard children's voices coming outside. We decided to open it up. It turned out the voices belonged to a pair of Girl Scouts. They used to sell cookies, but now they've branched out and they offer other items too. Smart girls. I don't. I might need the flashlight for the military. That's not good. We could have really used that medkit just in case Ted got sick. I'm probably gonna regret not taking that. I regret pressing just not taking it, or... Please don't get sick, Ted. Please, please don't get sick. Although the girls were very brave to walk around the wasteland like that, sadly they didn't have anything of interest to us. We declined their offer. They wished us a nice day and left. Oh, well, at least they're chill. Some food and water for Ted. There's never a good time to go out into the wasteland, but it seems this will become a necessity in this new world of ours. We thought it would be a good idea to make this happen sooner rather than later and plan a trip outside. Before we could make the third step beyond the shelter doors, an unknown creature started growling at us in the darkness. I know that this is the dog, I think, which we haven't picked up yet. We decided to check what's coming for us with our flashlight. Guess what? It was a dog. The poor thing seemed tired, so we let it stay with us for the night. The next morning, we opened the door to let it out. It still hasn't returned. Hopefully, it will come back later. And I do not want your stupid cat bag. Our supplies are scarce and our morale is low. You can also smell the desperation in the shelter. We're pretty sure there's a small group of survivors nearby, mostly old folk from the retirement home. It shouldn't be hard to borrow some of their supplies. They're old anyway. We need them more, right? Sure, I guess. I mean, I think this eliminates the twin ending, and we're not really going for that, so I don't mind so much. We got what we needed and came back. We're sure that group will do just fine. Most probably. Yeah, absolutely. I think we just killed some old people, but, you know. Sure, times are hard and there isn't much need to shave anymore, but beards are still not welcome in this house. Any means of cutting a beard is acceptable. Say, that axe looks quite sharp. Maybe it could help with some beard trimming. How about we don't trim your beard? I think you should just deal with it and, you know, toughen up a little bit. We've got more important things for that axe. No axe, no shave. Maybe another time. During the night, we heard some suspicious sounds coming from behind our door. When we peeked out in the morning, we saw a leather suitcase. It has no address or name on it, but we're pretty sure it's meant for us. I'm not going to open it. We don't need water. Or food, really. It's day 50. We have no idea who left this, and nowadays you can't trust anybody. We're not risking our lives for some supplies. They could be poisoned. We threw the gift away and quickly forgot about it. There you go. Boom. As we were looking through our map, we came across a few markers that were not original. Someone has added a pointer to a location near us. What will we find there? We don't know. Maybe it's worth sending someone to check it out? Go on, Ted. You've got this. What did you guess? Those map directions were a cruel joke, all just a child's playful imagination. We found nothing and only wasted our afternoon running around. Oopsies. We were about to take a cautious peek outside when a furry beast jumped on us. Good thing our hearts were not battered by a fat, heavy hamburger diet, because it was our dog friend and not a mutant lurking to chew our bones. Good boy. He seems to be hungry. Shall we give him something to eat? I mean, honestly, we've got one guy in the shelter. We can afford to give the dog a bit of food. We're not cruel, are we? The dog was back to his former self in under an hour. We don't know what they put in that soup, but man, that stuff is good. We decided the dog needed a name, and the name for him was Pancake. Come here, Pancake, he's a good boy. Pancake stayed around for a while, but was gone the next morning. We can bet he will be back. Aw, Pancake. That radio of ours has been silent for the past few hours. We need our news, we need our music. We all agree on that, and if it's refusing to cooperate, we should meddle with it until it works. How about we don't do that? I don't think you're intelligent enough to meddle with it without breaking it. No offense. We're sure they're experiencing technical issues. Yes, that's it. Everything will be just fine. A gang of thugs started banging on our door, ordering us to surrender all of our supplies. Padlock. Please leave me alone. We didn't think that small padlock would stop them, but it turned out to be enough to discourage the unknown attackers. It seems that they gave this whole break-in a fair shot, but ultimately gave up and left. Too bad that padlock is in no shape to be used again. We need to think of other ways to fight off the bandits and other soup-hungry barbarians. What we initially thought was thunder turned out to be heavy knocking on the door. Someone either hates that door or is very determined to have someone answer it. Should we open the door? It could be the military. Please be the military. Please. Please. Yes. Oh my god. Okay. Awesome. Dude. I was honestly so scared we were going to lose all of our stuff. We got rescued. That is amazing. And on Sarbomba, this is my first time doing this difficulty. This is 54 days. We made it. And, oh, that's brilliant. Fantastic, actually. We survived. Well, me and Ted survived. Oh, that's huge. That's massive. That one scavenge expedition from Timmy saved that run. I feel bad that he obviously died, but jeez. I'm so happy that we actually made it. Okay. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, and whatnot. If you want to see more 60 seconds, you know, I'm gonna keep playing it, obviously. I think there's more endings to get. But hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.